Welcome back to everyone's favorite podcast. It's me. You know my name. And today we have Alejandra Jimenez. Woo!
Insert clapping noises.
Insert clapping. Yeah. Girl, you're already overestimating my editing abilities.
You can't find free clapping noises?
No.
It's all copywritten?
Yeah. I don't do much editing, and all the editing I do is like in iMovie.
Okay.
So it's all like a fifth grader.
So I have to be very careful what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I don't typically edit these, but if something comes out and we have to cut it out, I'll remember.
Well, as you know, I just had dim sum, so I have a lot of really racist things
on
the mind.
On the mind. What is dim sum? It's like appetizers, right?
Yeah.
It's like Asian appetizers.
Dumplings and shit like that.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Stuff that I'm like, what kind of meat is this? But,
Yes.
It's delicious nonetheless.
I don't ask questions about meat.
I question it in my head a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
I was a vegetarian, as you know, for like a little bit. And
Yes.
so like now when I eat meat, I'm like, this texture is not what I remember it being. Sometimes I do get nervous that I'm eating like.
Have you ever made dumplings?
No, I never made dumplings.
Dude, I make dumplings. They're really fun to make because it's like a party like thing.
You make the dough and everything?
Well, you buy the dough from like an Asian market, but then you
Yeah.
make the filling. And then you know what type of meat it is.
That's
because
so
you
true.
grind up the human.
Yeah, exactly. There are a lot of missing cats in my neighborhood.
Yes.
Let's just say that.
Yes. So this pod is like, we're just hanging out.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no point to it.
Perfect.
What else did you do today? Like what also, so we like, this is second person on the pod.
Okay.
So everyone's jealous of you.
Yes. Who's first?
First woman
Oh, baby.
in New York. Like I've had like,
Oh, okay.
my other, there were people in South Carolina that were women.
Well, if we get really into my identity, we can first Hispanic woman on her period.
Yes.
Yeah.
First Hispanic woman on her period on the pod.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah. Other than you know.
Yes. Yeah. But I'm less Hispanic and less on my period because I stopped wearing tampons. Now I'm just letting.
You're free bleeding?
I'm just ruining underwear by the minute. I'm just like, I'm not on my period anymore. And then I'm always on my period. I don't know why.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, I always convince myself. I'm like, this one like barely has anything on it. And then I'm like, oh, I'm good. And then I'm like, oh, I'm aroused. And then my body's like, no, bitch, we're trying to get rid of this egg. Like, you thought we were done. Like, you stopped rushing biology.
Well, my bed has a lot of period stains on it.
Oh, dude.
My mattress is covered in period stains.
One time I fucked this guy, and I was on my period, and I left a, like, pool of blood jizz from my...
Pussy?
Yeah, and it synced into his mattress, and then I took a picture of it. I have it on my phone. I'll insert it right here.
Yeah. I would love to see this crime scene photo.
Dude,
definitely didn't murder that guy. You're like,
Dude.
I got my period on his mattress, and then he went missing.
Yeah. It was also a guy that his dick wouldn't work, and so I was like, well, at least we both had something embarrassing happen. So.
That's true. Equals pequals.
Yeah, equals pequals.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you do comedy.
I do comedy, yeah.
Yeah, we both do comedy, and we're both crazy Latinas.
This is facts. I do. I like unironically said I yesterday.
Oh my
and
god!
I was like,
bring it back.
Did I ruin this podcast?
No, it's okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, just my phone's blowing up. So popular.
You're good. It's buzzing off the table, guys. You can't hear it.
It's my Google Maps telling me that like I'm gonna miss the bus.
She's here. She's arrived.
Yeah. Fucking stupid.
How long have you lived in here?
2 years.
2
I moved here in the
years?
summer of 2021.
And you're from where?
Atlanta.
So we're both from the South. We're both southern little
Southern Bells.
Mexicanas.
Yeah. The most exotic thing in the South.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And now we're just a dime a dozen.
Yeah. Now I'm not Puerto Rican, so I'm not even Hispanic.
Right. For a while, I just said I was Puerto Rican because I didn't know how ethnicity worked.
You could totally be Puerto Rican. I see it.
I like somehow put Mexican and Filipino together and made Puerto Rican in my mind.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, this is what I tell people.
Well, those are island Hispanics. Same thing.
Yeah, honestly, it's like basically, who cares?
Yeah, I tell everybody I'm Mexican. I know I'm not. But, like, honestly, it's been so long because, like, in the South, nobody knows what anything is except for, like, Mexican.
Yeah.
So if I told them my parents are Salvadorian, they're like, what? What the hell is that?
Yeah.
So, like, I just started saying Mexican, and now I can't stop saying that I'm Mexican.
Well, let's both never stop.
It's my whole thing, pretty much, yeah.
Exactly. I don't know. I put that little thing behind the window because it was like getting really hot in here. It's hot in here. So
this
like,
is good.
We're really grinding it out for you guys right now.
It's a good thing you have the audio and visual component so that everyone can see us slowly devolve into the
sweating and then the drip starts dripping down. And then we're like, oh no, we've been talking about our pussies for 50 minutes. Oh no.
Yeah, and as someone who is closeted, that is something that I worry about. Yeah. That is something I sweat over day and night.
Yeah. Yeah. You're in the closet about being gay?
No, it's my fantasy maybe to be gay.
Okay. But so you don't think you're gay?
No, I don't think I'm gay, but I would have a threesome with a guy and a girl. And I will say I recently masturbated to I've discovered porn recently, everybody. Big news for the pod. Yeah. 25 years old. I just discovered porn last month. Dude. Fucking great.
We should talk about how we're both sexually repressed.
Oh my
God. Be good content
yes.
for the pod.
That's my issue. That's why I make so many bad decisions, I think, because I'm so sexually repressed and I'm like, this will fix me or like this will make me normal. Like every girl's done this, right? And everyone's like, no, not every girl lets dudes come in her like without knowing anything about them.
Dude.
Yeah.
I might have done it once or twice.
Not every girl.
1,000, 100 million times. I'm like, I'm infertile. I'm not on birth control now, so I have to be like watching the weeks or whatever and be like, I'm not ovulating, I don't think. Like this upcoming week. Oh boy, I get to be a schletta.
You'll be ovulating, no?
No, because you don't ovulate right after your period.
When do you ovulate?
You ovulate the week before your period.
I thought it was after.
No.
Fuck. That's really bad news, actually.
We're actually, Alejandra's pregnant. This is our announcement.
I'm spotting. The baby is coming.
Dude, every time I get my period, I'm like, is this a spotting or a miscarriage? Is this implantation?
Is that every girl thing, or is that maybe like?
I think it's just
girls raised by like immigrants, where we're like so deathly afraid of being pregnant.
Or raised by a single mom who was pregnant at 19.
That's what it is. My mom was pregnant at 19 too.
Dude, hell yes. Yeah. I love when I meet someone and I'm like, do we have the same life?
Trauma? Let's trauma bond.
So I was talking to Steven like a couple hours ago, and he asked me if I fucked anyone since I've been here. And
he's doing that's journalism.
That's journalism. Yeah. He asked the hard-hitting question. He also was like, yeah, I wanted to ask you this or something. And I was like, what?
I've been meaning to ask you this since you got here. About a month.
But I definitely I obviously I have. Yeah. And you know, we all have sex on this pod. Anyone who comes on my pod is fucking.
No virgins.
No virgins on the pod. Only virgins that want to get fucked after. For a second, I almost named this podcast "We're Fucking After This."
That's great, and we should.
Dude, I might change the name again. I don't know. I think it's funny just because, like, it's just funny to be like an awkward guy comic to be like,
fucking.
Right,
and it just
makes them uncomfortable most of the time.
Well, what he's asking is, would you fuck me? Is basically what he's asking.
And then some of it is like, actually, I don't want to do that to that person, and then it's like, I can't do that for the show because then everyone would know exactly.
Did you tell him?
No, I didn't tell who. But it was a comedian, and it's fine. We're proud. If Jordan Jensen can do it, so can we.
I agree. Her life doesn't seem that bad.
Honestly, same. Like,
yeah, like I'm always
seems fine.
I'm always like, it's gonna ruin my career. Why would it ruin my career to fuck an open micer? I don't understand where. I mean, that's just trauma and like stupidity and anxiety, I think.
And the patriarchy. The patriarchy doesn't want
Us
doesn't want us to fuck comedians.
Well, and they're right about that, I think.
I think they're on the right track.
Yeah, like maybe we should be fucking government officials. You know?
Yes, MTA workers. I'm trying
the bus driver.
Yes, I'm trying to get free fares. What you mean?
Oh my god! And bus drivers are flirty. Like when they don't make you pay. When they're like, nah, go ahead.
Dude, I haven't gotten that from a bus driver yet, but I'm about to start making eye contact.
Oh, I'm like, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, dude, hell yeah! I didn't even know about the bus game.
And the bus is a sexy place, I think, because it moves around a lot. The potholes.
I was just saying the train is a sexy place because of like, okay, so you know how like put your leg down. So like if our legs were like we're touching,
God, yes.
right?
Yeah.
And then I don't pull my leg away. That means there's something here, right?
Oh, baby, yeah.
And the train is just like, you know, in rush hour and all the times where it's like pretty full. It's just like you're doing that with like strangers, and some of it, like if you get to sit next to a hot person, you're like, is there something? I don't think
I've ever been blessed with that event. Normally it's
well, if you're hot, it usually if you're hot, then it doesn't
happen to you.
Yeah. so it doesn't happen often.
Listen, I've been a frumpy ass bitch on the train and still not getting any, so it doesn't matter, I guess. It's like the energy you put out there.
I put out don't fuck with me energy on the train. I'm like headphones in. Sometimes I do the headphones and the glasses.
Oh, that's the best.
Sunglasses. I'm like, I'm blind and invisible right now.
Well, when I first moved here in 2021, everybody was wearing their masks still on the train. So I would put on my mask, my headphones, and my sunglasses, and I was like, am I even here right now? I'm not. I don't even exist.
Yeah, dude, it's just the in between. You're just like lost in the.
Yeah, you're lost in the void, and you can get it with anything, like pickpocketing and what have you.
Have you ever been pickpocketed?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
But I lose things all the time because I'm a forgetful person. As you know, I smoke weed.
Yes.
The weed doesn't help.
The weed does not help.
No, I lose. I left my wallet in a cab 3 different times in 1 week.
Oh, Jesus.
So, yeah. And I had to, like, call. They were like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, they were like, again, bitch? So I take Ubers and the train
So you're
now.
like, I'm not doing it anymore. Taxis. Just in case.
So embarrassing. But, so I could have been maybe pickpocketed and just thought I lost something.
Right.
Yeah. I lose things every day, all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a forgetful gal.
Losing. Let's talk about losing. Did you ever play sports?
No.
Okay.
I tried, but I was no good.
Which sports did you try?
Soccer.
Okay.
Very bad at soccer.
Nice.
And the soccer girls are scary. Soccer girls have the biggest thighs, and they're mean, and they're angry. And and the calves, and they would cleat you on purpose if you fucked up.
Dude,
like
for sure.
Wait,
those
are
are
the scary
teammates?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow, that's not okay. Never
well,
mind.
I don't know because like I didn't make it, unfortunately, but I'm pretty sure those girls were cleating each other.
Dude, I liked soccer in high school, so I played soccer in high school, but they are mean. Like
they're scary.
Yeah, they are like. It was like soccer's not like super popular in the South, so it was like half white, half black, and then like 3 or 4 actually Latina people.
My school was very Latino.
Yeah,
so there was
a
lot of us.
We had some, but it was honestly a predominantly black high school, and so like all like the football and everything was like mostly.
Yeah, ours was football too. That was our big thing.
Everyone loved football and baseball because it's the South, and the racist people love baseball, and the not so racist people were like, let's watch them boys run on the football field.
Well, and there's something about the girls being so dominant and alpha and like mean that I was like really want their approval, which is like how it is with men, even like very dominant, mean men. I'm like, you like me, don't you? Right? Your approval will make me think that I'm a good person. You know? So like the entire time I was like trying out and like do conditioning and shit over the summer with them, I was just trying so hard to get these girls to like me, and didn't happen because I was bad at soccer. Well, and that's the only thing they care about.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
They can eat shit and die.
I'm pretty sure they all have kids now.
Yeah, fucking go cleat your kid in the face, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, I never did sports, and I moved to New York City, baby. So
yeah,
I think I'm winning.
I have these little things called hopes and dreams. Have fun at your fucking 7-year-old soccer game.
That's crazy. That's every girl in my school did that. Pretty much, but it's the South, so it's like.
You talk to anyone from high school?
I do talk to some people from high school. Like my friend Zach out there we didn't go to the same high school, but we like
knew each other.
We were like at the same. We had the two schools that like were near each other and rivaled each other. Like that's basically what it was. And like my best friend now I knew in high school, but she wasn't one of those. She was one of the outcasts. I was always friends with like the outcasts, the pieces of shit, the people at school that they all thought were like the degenerates. My friends like never went to school. Like at a certain point, I was the only one at school, and I was like, "This is bullshit." Like,
you're like, guys, I can't afford. I can't afford.
I'm so lonely. And then at that point, all the other people thought that I was like a degenerate because I was hanging out with them. So then I just didn't have friends because my degenerate friends weren't going to school. And then all the other kids were like, she has issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I was perceived in high school, but I don't think it was well.
I don't think it was well either. I was a bully, I think. Looking back, I think I was a bully.
I got bullied in middle school, and then I think I turned into a bully.
Yeah.
Like for high school. Yeah. But I was like funny. So like it came across as like kind of like endearing, hopefully.
No,
that's
I thought
goal.
It was
hopefully
endearing.
It was a little endearing.
I know it didn't come off that way because one of my friends from high school, his name is Suhail. Shout out.
Suhail. We love shouting out high school bullies and teachers that had sex with their students.
Oh, let's
so
talk
if you have
about
any of those,
let's talk.
That's what me and Steven did almost the whole podcast. We just were like, fuck you, Zoe. Like just fucking talking to our middle school bullies on the internet.
I'm trying to think of who I really didn't like in high school. I feel like I mostly liked everyone except for the white girls with like the blonde hair that made me feel bad about myself.
Oh, yeah. I had a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like there was enough degenerates out there that I got to hang out with them, you know. Nice. But like I like the degenerates because they're racist, but they're fun racist.
Right.
And the other ones will just be racist to your face and treat you badly. The degenerates will like treat you as one of their own, but still be racist like in front of you.
In a comic way, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it's like, I obviously don't mean this, but this is how we're connecting. This is how we're, you know.
And they're still my best friends. Like that group of people, they're still like my closest friends.
Nice. Yeah. I don't really fuck with anyone from high school anymore. Not like in a bad way, but like I'm not gonna reach out. I don't really like they're all
You're
like
over them.
They're all married or nurses or religious.
Nurses.
And I'm like, that's okay. None of us never tried to.
Well, yeah.
So it's not any like malicious thing. I'm not, but I don't really.
Every nurse was a high school bully.
Dude.
Every single nurse was trying to get some girl to like have an eating disorder, like DMing her, being like, "You look fat in this picture. I would take it down if I were you."
Right? Yeah. Oh my god, I forget that like women do that because I really don't.
And they think they're doing you a favor.
Yeah, it's wild. Like I've gotten some like half feeling like it feels passive aggressive like comments from some people that like I can't even remember them because I just try to not like. I'm like, don't take anything personally. So if anyone says something that's like I perceive as like trying to get to me, I'm just like, all right. So sounds like you're jealous.
Yeah,
sounds like I got to you.
Well, I think that's what it was. At the time, I didn't know, but I think they were all jealous of my huge fat ass.
Yes, which she does have. It's nice.
It's a fatty.
It's
sure.
nice. I definitely the first time we met, I was like, hey. I'm like, oh, what's up?
It's so weird because I actually forget that sometimes, and I feel like that is genuinely the first thing everybody notices about me. Yeah, and I completely forget that, and I'm like,
you have a great face too.
Thank you so much. It's me. Okay. Rejected
We're
on
changing.
the pod.
We're changing the name.
Yeah.
It's back to babbling brook of diarrhea.
Well, it's very hot in here.
Yeah,
so
it is
I'm
hot.
losing it kind of,
it
and I
is
might
hot.
get diarrhea.
Yeah.
Dim sum, as you know.
No, we're doing good. We got
good on time.
Yeah. I like to do them like kind of shorter, so like don't worry.
Okay.
We'll get out of here soon. We just got to get a couple more pussy jokes. Pussy jokes.
I have so many things that I could talk about with you that I don't care about the time, but up to you.
So I think fucking comedians is bad and good. There are pros and there are cons.
Well, I've never fucked a pro, unfortunately.
There are pros and there are cons.
There are pros and open micers.
There are open micers.
Yeah. I'm taking the ladder on. I don't know. I feel like maybe as I do more comedy, I'll fuck more But then I'm like, is that a good idea?
I feel like it feels a little paradoxical because or paradoxical. I don't know.
They're just your coworkers, and that's kind of why.
They're coworkers, but then it's also like it's kind of your dating pool, because like if you're going to even just a mic a day, like if you're doing work, a full-time job, and then trying to go to mics, and then trying to go to shows so you can fucking rub elbows with all these fucking motherfuckers. Yeah. Like if you're trying to do all of that and be like productive or whatever. Yeah. This is your dating pool. Like, who are you? Like, I don't want to be on my phone. I don't like the apps, really. Yeah, I don't like, either. I'm not a big app girl. I used to be, like, in 2019 pre-COVID or whatever. But
you were on Tinder, Hinge.
I was on Tinder and, like, Bumble. But it was just, like, hooking up.
I hate Bumble. Yeah. I like to be approached.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, someone did tell me that Bumble BFF is good for, like, making friends.
I tried it once. That's, like, the saddest thing ever, but I did.
No, I don't think it's sad. I've heard a lot of, like, actual friends of mine from home be like, Bumble BFF is good. Yeah.
It feels like... I think I tried that once, too, and I had to message them first, and I just felt like... I felt like I was, like, hitting on them. Yeah. Like, I was like, you're so beautiful. That's, like, the first thing I told all these girls. And yeah, so like I don't know, I'm not good at them either, honestly, because I don't know if I told you this, but the whole reason I started watching porn is because I had this one weekend about a month ago where I went like completely sexually feral. I was a beast. Have you ever seen The Wild Thornberrys? No. Okay, it's a cartoon, whatever. Oh, okay. And they like adopt this like feral kid that was like raised in like the woods who like, speaks like a monkey. I can't remember if it's Darwin is either the actual monkey or this guy. He's always going around like half naked, going like. I'm like, that's how I was that weekend.
That was you. You're like, give me your dick.
Well, and it's funny that I'm like, oh, I don't like to talk to guys first, but that weekend I DM'd I matched every guy, and then I was like, send me a dick pic. Here's my phone number. And I'm still dealing with those repercussions today. It was a really honestly bad experience. Yeah. I had a friend who's like that, and like she seems to have a good time. So I was like, I'll try it. I did not enjoy that, but I was very horny for 3 days straight. And like, I have so many dick pics on my phone now. And I took like 80 nudes. All the nudes that I have on my phone are from that weekend.
I took nudes the last week for no one. I sent them to no one yet.
I do that too.
But, you know.
We can compare.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, let's compare. I don't, I used to like be like a swiper and be like, let's hook up. Like, let's just same. Like whatever. And I think it's not fun when you're doing it out of like a compulsion. And for me,
when you're like addicted.
Yeah. I felt like I was doing it because like, what else is there to do? And it's just like, I would rather be okay with being alone and then meet people or hang out with people and be like, oh, our legs have been touching for 45 minutes. You want to get out of here?
Are you swiping right on me right now?
Are you swiping on my leg right now? Swiper swiping. Swiper.
Yes,
keep on
swiping. Yeah. Yes. I feel you, because I don't know. I feel the same way where I'm like, I wish I could just be like happy with myself and that I don't need like male attention and stuff. And like, I'm totally like working there. And I think I'm
feminism.
Way better than I was back. But like even a month ago, I'm like way better than I was. Like, let's say even a year ago, 2 years ago, I was in a really bad place. But now I'm like, maybe I can like myself before I like somebody else.
Right. Exactly. I think that's what you have to get to. And it's like cliche as fuck, you know, to be like, no one's gonna love you until you love yourself. But it's fucking true. And it's like annoying as fuck. Well, and it's hard because I mean, I don't think you have to love yourself all the time. Like, you can be disappointed. Like, you have to be able to, like, really, when you do fuck up, be like, okay, there's a reason to be upset. Like, I should be upset with myself.
But normally what I do is just get high and dissociate.
Exactly.
Which is, we have this conversation as well. Like, you don't deal with your feelings when you're high all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I think that, I don't know. It's like... Yeah, it's gonna create problems, you know, dating comedians. But I think in the long run, or dating,
well, yeah, I used to when I first moved here. I did.
Oh, really?
And then he attacked me in public with
dude, that's
fists
fucking
and eggs.
Insane.
So like, I'm particularly wary of comics. Like I've I dated him and then I fucked one other. Like that's it so far. Yeah. And like I think I'm like easing into like the idea that it's not that bad, but like that shit was crazy as fuck. And I did not deserve any of that.
That is also a con, is that some of them might be actual cons or actually like on the crazy that
not
it's
even
like
a comic
volatile
anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like his obsession with comedy turned on me, and then he was like just obsessed with me and ruining my life. Yeah. So he like harassed me online for like a year, telling me that he was gonna make sure I never ate again, that I never got booked anywhere. He would DM producers and be like, "Don't book this girl," which is insane because I just moved here and I'm an open micer. Let's say that again to the camera. Yeah. So nobody cares. Yeah. Yeah. And he's an open micer, so nobody cares. Yeah. You know. So it's crazy that happened. Yeah. And then like he didn't talk to me for like 6 months. I didn't hear, because normally when I would go to like the comic strip, which is where like we used to hang out, people would come up to me and be like, "Oh, he DM'd me to tell you that he hates you and to watch your back." And I'm like, life is a nightmare, dude. And he wrote a manifesto on his Instagram of all the reasons I suck, and one of them is that I don't like to shower, which he took out of context.
Yeah. Also, from another girl that doesn't shower a lot. Okay. It's not that I don't like it. It's that it's hard.
I'm busy.
And
we work all the time, and then we go do like 4 mics a day. Then we get back home at 2 a.m. and then you have to go to work the next day. Like, fuck that.
Yeah. Fuck that. And also, like, I've gotten better about it since I moved here, but
it's really nasty out here.
Yeah, it's really nasty out here. So you kind of are forced into being like a healthy, like,
you're not like
shower
sitting in
girl.
air conditioning all day.
Yes. Yeah. But when I was in South Carolina,
the yeast infections.
I used to go maybe 5 days without a shower.
That's a yeasty, all right. That's a yeasty.
I used to. I would also do the thing where I don't wash my hair every day.
Yeah, I don't either.
But
now I'm getting cum in it all the time, so I have to wash it off. It's a real thing.
Yeah, I mean, I saw those hickeys on your neck. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but then you kind of.
Can you edit them out?
I don't know. I can try.
Like just a blur on my neck.
Yeah. I'll cut it just so it gets right here.
Whatever. I got hickeys. I'm fucking a high schooler.
Yeah, there we go.
And he's very grateful. So it's not gonna stop.
He's 17 and that's legal in this state. Okay. Is
it? Ooh.
No, probably not.
It was in Georgia.
Yes, and I'm in a Georgia state of mind. I don't know about you. But that's how I keep up with, having such a great attitude about life.
My driver's license says Georgia on it, so.
Hell yeah.
I'm not even a New York resident right now. This is international waters.
I still have a South Carolina ID, but I registered to vote here. So I don't know if that's fraud.
You're a good person.
But.
No, it's fraud if you don't live where you're voting.
Okay, no. I transferred where I'm voting to here. Cool. So yeah, it's not fraud. But
I haven't registered to vote here yet.
You haven't?
No. And everyone's like, vote like you live here. And it's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Like, I will eventually.
I think it's important to like vote and whatever. Like, I don't really care.
I don't really care either.
But I'm still gonna vote just because like
it's kind of a fun errand.
At least I'll be it's something to do. Yeah. One. It's something you can get coffee before too. All right, this is for the girlies. Get out there and register to vote. Okay.
Skincare routine.
Yeah,
and
for
the face mask.
For the incels, you can get a Monster Energy before.
Yes.
You can listen to Joe Rogan on the way there.
Get riled up.
Yeah.
Ready to
You
vote.
can honestly, you could probably wear an AirPod and listen to who Joe Rogan tells you to vote for while you're
voting.
While you're in the.
So true. And like, who's to stop you from going like, I'm voting for Biden or I'm voting for Trump, like out loud? Who's gonna stop? Is that illegal?
It might be. I think it does have to be quiet in there just because it's like there can't be like campaigning in the poll room or whatever. But every time I've voted, it's been like at a church or some shit.
What about those like fucking idiots with those shirts that are like, I am voting for Trump, and they're like in line to vote? Like, yeah. It feels campaigning to me.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if that's like, that might be like, that's not illegal, but like they might make you ask like to leave or change or whatever.
I don't think, and not in Georgia, because when I voted there, that didn't happen.
Oh, I'm sure in Georgia they were like, Trump hats required.
No, they were trying to keep me out of there for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. They thought I wouldn't wait in that line.
Dude.
Which they were right about.
Dude.
Yeah, I came
The lines are crazy. Like, honestly, I haven't really dealt with that because like most of the places I've lived or like in South Carolina, it's like people are voting like early. Like it's like a bunch of old people, and then it's like there's not really like it's like 10 people.
Well, in this election in Georgia that I'm referring to, it was like the government or the governor, whatever. And I know stuff. The governor, whatever it's called.
The government governor. You know what I'm saying?
So it was Stacey Abrams versus Brian Kemp. Stacey Abrams, very, left, very cool, very like
very hip
woman even.
We love a vagina.
Exactly.
We love a vagina that's a government governor.
Yeah, I mean, we had the mayor was Keisha Lance Bottoms, and she was a fucking. I don't like her. Yeah, I don't like her at all. But anyways, so yeah, it was her versus Brian Kemp, who went to the University of Georgia where I went, which is crazy. And like the worst thing about the fact that I went to that school is that Brian Kemp like loves it there. And I was living in Athens, Georgia at the time, and he had his like party in Athens, Georgia, and I was like, oh yeah. But so it was him versus her, and it was like really fucked up. Like the counties with like the most people, Gwinnett County where I was voting, had like the least amount of like voting stations.
Yep.
And he was also at that time, I don't know how this is even allowed, but he was running for governor and at the time was in charge of the board of elections. Like it was his job to put computers everywhere and to coordinate everything. And he like did not, he totally used it against. Oh,
wow. That's
so, and he won. He won the election by a little bit, honestly. Stacey was so close.
Wasn't there a recount?
There was a runoff and he still won by very little bit. But,
yeah.
But it's still like, it's shit like that where I'm like, is this...
And I also feel like living there, sometimes voting can feel like, what's the point? Like I'm in a red state, blah blah blah, whatever.
But we actually voted it blue in the presidential election.
And I think it's also more about what you get out of it, because I feel like everyone wants to talk about politics, everyone wants to have a goddamn opinion, and it's just like no one is like. A lot of the people that have all of these like really strong opinions, are you even voting in your local elections? Like, are you even like, do you know
for the police commissioner?
Yeah, right. All that shit. 'Cause that's what really will change things. If people that are good are in those positions, it will work up. But like,
I just vote for whoever's the Dem because I'm a sheep.
Oh yeah, me too. Like, I'm not like sitting here like I vote for all the right people. I just try, and then I feel better about like how bad everything is. Yeah. Because like what else I'm not like I went to marches, like I've done, I've tried to protest, blah blah blah, but it's like to me that's not, I don't know how to.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know how to actually make change.
Yeah, you think you're making change when you're protesting, because like I protested a lot in 2020 because I was a sheep, like I said, and
it's fine. I think it's good to protest. Honestly, I think that's
what
your
fucking hair on your balls.
That's what your early 20s are for. It's for like what is it? Protesting.
Yeah.
Having sex.
Being gay a little.
Being like slightly gay.
Yeah.
For like at least a year.
Yeah. Oh, I just came to a girl. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, yes.
Once I was watching porn, I recently just came to a woman. So I was like.
2 women or just one?
Like, to one woman. She was getting DP'd by 2 guys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I liked what she was doing a lot.
And nice.
Like, I'm her, but I also want to like fuck her. Like,
that is also, I feel like that's the bisexual anthem. It's like, do I like her or do I want to be her?
Yeah, exactly.
And
I definitely wanted to be her for sure, but I was like, I can also just be in the room, just watching all of them. I'd be okay with that.
I didn't watch porn for a long time. Like I've seen like, 2 Girls 1 Cup. I've seen like
porn,
cake farts. Like I've seen the classics.
The best.
But like I never really, I tried to watch it, but it just, I think for some reason it's just like I'm almost like I need more of an emotional thing even when I'm masturbating. So porn feels like no emotion. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was like before I had my feral weekend, and now I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Now I'm watching like Brazilian gangbangs. It's my favorite porn right now. It's just like 8 dudes banging this one girl in Brazil.
That's
and I'm
so
like,
funny.
And the way they slap her, I'm like, oh.
Dude, I literally listen to podcasts and like listen to just random shit and then try to like be like, does this feel good?
Yeah.
Which I don't think is how you're supposed to masturbate.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you have to get a good vibrator.
Yeah. I think it's good, but maybe I should get another one.
I want the wand that looks exactly like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I should probably get that.
They're expensive, but I have one that I bought over the quarantine on Walmart.com.
Nice.
Got it shipped over to me. It's working like a charm. Me and my roommate have the same one. So
Dude,
it feels a little weird. I'm like,
I got the same one as someone else. Yeah. Yeah.
As
I was
David?
like, no. One of my friends from home, Madison, I think. Yeah. She has the same one. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to get this one.
You could get one that like all your friends share, like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Vibrator.
Dude, that's like my joke. No, like, you know my joke about, I don't know if you've heard, actually, my friend that got hit by a car.
Yes, I've heard that one.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sometimes I feel like that line is too far, but then it's also like, that's the point. Like, the point is, like, it's so fucked up and sad, and then I'm trying to be ridiculous about it.
Yeah, it's only weird if you don't laugh.
Yeah. But I did, like, almost all drunk driving stuff at the Bringer show that I did.
Let me tell you something. It's back.
Dude.
Drunk driving is back.
Drunk driving is back, and I need it to be back because I think only drunk people that do drunk drive will laugh at my material. I only think
people need to stop being ashamed that they like. I get we shouldn't do it. Like for sure, don't kill anybody.
Right.
But come on, have a little fun with it. You know.
Also, I think
a little drunk driving.
Yeah, it's like when people get like all tight about rape, like rape jokes, or like,
which is like half my set.
Dude, it's like, I feel like it's just, I love when people talk about stuff that's like,
yeah, me too,
hard to talk about. I think we
have a dark humor.
Or like how the fuck are they gonna pull this off? That's
how
my
am I gonna
favorite.
Make this funny?
Yeah, that's my favorite when I see a premise that's like,
yeah.
Well, where's this gonna go?
Yeah. makes your asshole clench up, and you hear that first line, that premise. You're like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. I honestly might start doing more podcasts because I feel like I've hung out with 2 people today, and I'm just
Isn't
like,
it so fun?
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, do I have friends? I'm settling in, guys.
You're doing the thing that guys do when they want to fuck a girl. Do you want to come on my podcast?
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you want to be my friend?
Dude, maybe I am a man. I really don't want to be. I don't want to be a man.
Girl. Me too, but every day I'm getting, like, since I've been watching a lot of porn, I, like, am looking at people in only sexual terms. Like, even women, I'm like, she's a walking hole, and he's a walking dick, and it's really bad for my psyche. But I haven't watched porn that much recently because I've been getting consistently laid, and who has the time?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Consistently laid. Do we hear that, fellas? Sorry. She's getting consistently laid already.
Don't hate on me. It's true. I mean, there's some... vaginas are resilient, but I need a break. Honestly.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And yes, you do.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if this is true, but I think sometimes I get hemorrhoids from having sex too much.
I get hemorrhoids from just shitting, I think, but the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, no, I get the old-fashioned ones too. I get a little maraschino cherry and an orange peel over there. But
that's such a bartender joke. That's
I know.
Hilarious.
It's me making like 7 old fashions for old men every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, hemorrhoids, I don't know. They're fun. Can you hear it? Well, you can hear it, but David's in there, my roommate.
He's going to QED. I'm excited for your show tonight.
I am too. Yeah. I think it'll be fun.
It's improv, right?
Improv. Yeah. That's right. I'm an improv girl now.
Have you ever done improv?
No. I've watched 2 improv shows in South Carolina that I had to leave halfway through because the vibes were that bad. And I'm not
catastrophic.
Listen, if it's good improv, it's fun. Yeah. If it's bad improv, I would rather sit in a room full of like open mic comedians not saying anything. Yeah. Like I'd rather sit through that bad silence than sit through like the bad feeling of a bad improv show.
At UGA, the improv team was like really good, and like I wanted to be them so bad. I auditioned 3 times. They were like the shit of like the school, you know, and they were really, really good. So I like improv because of them, but I've seen some bad shows. They're not all good.
Yeah, but I love, like, I think, stand up is improv. Like when you're riffing, that's improv. Yeah, I think it's a great skill to have.
Totally.
I
wish I was better at it. I want to be better at it.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Is improv.
So I've been practicing all day for my improv show, actually.
Yeah, you really have.
But I'm excited just because it was fun to watch last time. Like, it was fun to, like, be in the room. So I'm hoping that it'll be like that again. Yeah.
I really like the efficiency mic because it's very game showy. And it is my dream to host a game show. And that I also make the game show and make all the rules. Low key, I'm trying to be Steve Harvey.
Female Steve Harvey?
Yeah, we're both from Atlanta.
Dude, hell yes,
we're both comics. He's crazy as fuck. I love him. I think he's like
hell
insane.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
I want that level of insane that he has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the mustache.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm halfway there. I am Hispanic. My mustache do be coming in.
I shaved mine in the bathroom before I came in here.
Really? I looked at mine this morning and I was like, I should shave, and then I fucking forgot, and I was like, great.
No, you look great. You don't have one.
Thank you so much.
I can't see it.
Thank God. It's my biggest insecurity.
Dude, same. Fucking Ryan Samuels from 8th grade. Thanks for telling me I had a mustache, and now I'll always feel ugly.
Shout out my older sister, Karen.
Oh, my God.
For telling me I had a mustache. And then we would be in line at the grocery store, and she'd be like, mustache.
Oh, my God. What a bitch.
She's so hot. Yeah, my older sister is like a professional hot girl. Like, that's her whole thing. She's like really, really hot and takes Instagram videos and goes to Puerto Rico and shit like that.
Damn. I want to hate her, but I can't.
You can't hate her, honestly.
I can't. Also, I figured out a thing for being jealous. So I believe we're all God, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever I get jealous, I'm just like, no, we're all God. So that's me.
Interesting. I am you.
Right. Like, yeah. I can't be jealous of you because I am you. And you're doing great.
Are you a jealous person in relationships?
In relationships, I think I'm trying to get to a more like a secure place where I'm not.
But you've been.
But I have been in the past. But I've also been cheated on. My dad left. You know, like
my stepdad cheated on my mom.
I just don't be trusting these men. You know what I mean?
There's something about knowing enough men that you're like, I don't trust any of them.
Right.
There's
Especially
something about being surrounded
when
by
your
them.
dad is like untrustworthy to your. So my mom, or he cheated on my mom, and then they got divorced or whatever. And it's like when you see that, and then I also watched her date for like 10 years.
Sounds awful. Holy shit.
You want a man.
Yeah.
And then you also watch what has happened with her, and it's just like, how do you trust anyone? Like, 'cause there was a guy she dated, he was like a Trumper, of course, but like they refinanced her thing on the house. What is it called?
Mortgage?
Yeah. She refinanced her mortgage and had his name put on the deed of the house, and then they broke up, and then he made her give him $40,000
for the house
to take his name off the deed. And this is after she's been married again and then like had like crazy ass boyfriends. So it's like she should have known, but it's like we can't help it. Like, we want these guys that are just like,
we're like, he would never do that.
He would never do that. Or like we talk ourselves into trusting these people, and then they're like way not trustworthy. So I don't know.
But that's why we're funny.
That's right.
Thank you, Dad.
Thanks, Daddy.
Thanks for being not there for me.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And divorced, right?
No. So I have a biological father that my mom like didn't like that, and like she kind of like I'm not sure if this is true, but I think she used him for like financial stability, maybe. Yeah. She was an immigrant, like she had just come to America.
Right.
In like her first year here, she met him, whatever. They had me. She didn't like him anymore, so she shacked up with this other guy. He raised me for like 4 years, kind of. When I was a baby, he raised me pretty much. And she married him. I have his last name. She divorced him when I was like 4. But I was too young to really. I don't really have many memories of him.
Right.
So, and then she met my stepdad, who's now the dad that like raised me from like 4 to now. So she met him right after, and yeah, it's just like toxic, pretty much. Like, I just like have a disdain for stepfathers.
Yeah. I've had a stepfather.
They stayed together, but it wasn't good.
So you've had 2 stepfathers.
Yeah, but I don't really remember the first one at all.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, stepfathers are weird because like, okay, so I had one stepfather, right, and they got divorced, and then I had this like memory that they got divorced because she found child pornography on his computer. But it was not. Oh. It was a different boyfriend.
Oh.
It was a different boyfriend that had the child porn. He just cheated on her with her best friend.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So my mom really knows how to pick them.
She's been through it.
And she taught me just how to do it.
Yeah. It's hereditary.
Yeah, it is hereditary. Have you seen Hereditary?
I love Hereditary.
Dude,
I love horror movies.
So good.
I love movies.
We should have a movie date, not to make you guys jealous. And
we can watch your 2 copies of Donnie Darko that you have out there.
That's right. I have 2 copies. One is empty.
Well, I get it because Donnie Darko was like the hottest guy ever to me when I was watching it. I was like, he's so hot. Dude. So it's having 2 copies in case one, exactly, you masturbate to it too much or something.
Yeah, it starts getting scratched.
Yeah,
it starts not working.
Yeah, exactly. There's like squirt all over it.
Hell yeah.
I've never squirted.
You've never squirted?
No.
I don't know. Sometimes I like to pee on men.
So the other day I was like, I'm gonna pee, and he was like, you're gonna squirt, and I was like, no, I'm gonna pee.
No, I'm gonna pee.
Yeah. Yeah. But I hear that is what you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to let yourself piss.
I don't know.
Is that true?
I have no clue.
Ladies,
chime in, all the female watchers.
Email the pod. What is it?
No, just in the YouTube comments. Just in the YouTube. We don't need to do a whole email about it.
Right. Should I piss myself, and will that work?
Yeah. How do you squirt? Let us know.
Yeah. How do you do it?
How do you do it?
And send us vids.
Yes, to AlejandraJimenez@gmail.com.
Send it to my Instagram.
Do you plug your stuff? What do you want to plug? You want to plug your Instagram?
Sure. My Instagram is at Alejandra, Alejandra Jr. Not because of Junior, but because my last name is Jimenez Rivas. Okay. Jimenez Rivas.
Ooh, did you hear that R? Let's
Rivas,
go.
Okay.
I can't roll my R's. That's that's my biggest thing that makes me feel white.
Neither can my little brother.
Dude, it should be illegal for someone with Latina heritage to not be able to roll their Latina. Yeah. I also need to practice.
Well, I'll help you.
Hell
my
yeah.
brother can't either, and he's like basically white pretty much as well.
Well, let's go. Shout out to the white Latinas. The white-looking Latinas. Shout out to the normal-looking Latinas.
Shout out the brown ones. Shout out any Mexican under 5'5".
Yes.
All of them.
Actually, shout out all Mexicans.
Yeah. No, fuck the tall ones. You guys are like Spanish. You guys are from Spain.
Right. You're European. Calm down.
Exactly. What are you doing being over 5'5"?
All right. Well, I think this was good.
Yeah.
You had fun?
I had so much fun.
Hell yeah, dude.
Follow me on Instagram. Come see a show if you're in New York.
Follow her, and we'll put all your shows or whatever. Okay. Bye.
Bye.